Hello and welcome to the Timeslot. This time I have with me a Bethune DB28. Now, Bethune may not be the most well-known name in watchmaking, but over the last 11 years they've been steadily gaining a dedicated following. All of the watches use exotic materials, have a limited production run and are high value. Consequently, you're unlikely to have seen one walking around in the wild. Bethune watches have two main design cues: a cushion-shaped chapter ring that gently curves into the dial, and a moon phase complication, and most of the models in the collection have at least one of these. The watch I have with me today is a DB28 TIS5. The model number indicates that some of the components are made either from titanium or from silicon. But the outstanding thing about this watch, it could quite possibly be the most comfortable watch in the world. The first thing that draws your eye is the large A plate that makes up most of the dial. Reminiscent of the Star Trek communicator in the Next Generation, it has two distinct textures: a cot finish of vertical stripes and a smaller plate that's highly polished. The moon phase on the DB28 is at the 6 o'clock position, and though quite small, the phase is clearly readable as half the sphere is in bright palladium and the other half blued steel for a maximum contrast. There's one other complication on the front, and that's the performance indicator. If you look carefully, it's a small pointer between the 2 and 3 o'clock hour markers. The final complication is on the back of the watch, and it's just above the Bethune logo. It's a linear power reserve, and while perhaps slightly on the small side, it's still very clear and readable. But the real question is, what makes this potentially the most comfortable watch to wear in the world? Certainly the titanium case helps, as it makes the watch very light. Then there's a strap, slightly broader at the lugs than most and extremely soft and supple. However, it's the lugs that really make the wearing experience so fantastic. Rather than being connected to the ends of the watch, the lugs are connected at the middle. They are also sprung against each other, and as the lugs are curved, when you do the strap up, the lugs move down to wrap themselves around your wrist, regardless of whether you have a small wrist or a rather fat one like me. It appears to shape itself to your wrist and is so snug that it doesn't leave a gap anywhere. Despite it fitting so close, it feels almost weightless on the wrist. Several times I put it on and then 10 minutes later worried that it had fallen off or something. Now, granted, I can be a bit dim, but I think it's much more a reflection of how nice this watch is to wear than anything else. Not only is the watch a marvellous piece of design, but it really works ergonomically, which on a piece of haute horology at this price point should always be true, but regrettably, some other manufacturers don't quite manage it. Until next time, this is the Timeslot. I'm Ian Ellery.